What's up, guys? It's Migs with Market Open. Let's go ahead and do the market recap for this Friday morning. Done on the day. Took me about an hour or so. Up $265. All green trades here. Now, let me talk about a concept that I'm gonna try to put into, I guess, in emotion, because I've been trading on the 5-minute chart lately, and I've noticed that the market has been so choppy that I'm exposing myself to too much risk, because I've noticed myself hitting my 1-to-1 target, and it's just being really hard for me to hit my 2-to-1 target, which is usually what I like to do. So last night I went through some of the data that I've had through some of the charts, and I actually went back in the first, like within 30 minutes or so, and I looked back on the 1-minute chart, and the possibilities looked a lot better for the first 30 minutes. I was able to kind of map out 1-to-1, 2-to-1, 3-to-1, 4-to-1, as much as 5-to-1 with certain entries I would have taken at certain points. And it's just because the time frames are so much smaller, and I'm able to put more money into the market and not letting the market kind of just chop up and down, and being able to get my risk to reward percentage right, and then just basically just getting out of the market, because you can basically expose yourself to two different ways to too much risk in the market. So you can either put on too much size, or you can expose yourself in the market by just being in there too much. So size, since I have a stop already, is not really a risk for me. Before I even go into the trade, I already know where my stop is. And the other one would be exposing myself in the market in reference to time. So the longer I spend in the market, the more the market overall has a say on which way the stock is going. So if I'm using the 5-minute chart, obviously my hold times are 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes sometimes, and that's just exposing myself way too long, and it's allowing the market to just kind of switch directions on me, and it's basically just taking my profit. So I haven't seen as many large gains in the past. I would probably say since we started selling off a month ago or so. I'm not even really quite sure. It was like 3 weeks or a month ago. But regardless, so I'm going to try to implement the 1-minute chart within the first 30 minutes to see if that kind of bumps up my profits up a little bit. So now let's go ahead and talk about the trades that I took this morning. I kind of gave myself some rules as well, and I'm not allowed to get into the market unless it's the third candle on a 1-minute chart. So I kind of have to give myself, some standards, because if in the past I've actually lost money trying to get into the market, the first candle, second candle. If I'm going to get in on a third candle, it has to have an entry and a stop. So for an ORB pattern, like an opening range breakout on a 1-minute chart, which will automatically give me my entry and my stop. So then that kind of eliminates the what's it called? My risk in the market in regards to having a stop. So now, with that being said, I actually took FL. Kind of funny that I just said that. Took FL on the second candle, and as soon as I remembered that I'm not allowed to get in during the second candle, I got out. So I got into FL right at 9:31, so right here within this candle on a 1-minute chart, as it broke down the 40.50 mark, and my stop was going to be here at the $41 mark. So I could have made money on it, but I didn't want to break my rule, and I didn't like the way that this was kind of playing out. This was kind of just bouncing up and down all over the place, so I decided just to get out. I think I made maybe like $20 or $30 or so on this, which is, it's besides the point. I wasn't following my rules, and as soon as I realized it, I just got out of the trade, just so I kind of minimized my risk there. Although I would have made money, but it's not really about the money. You just got to stay disciplined if you plan on being in this game for a very long time. So I think I made like $30 or so. No, actually I probably made less than that. So I don't know, 10, 15 bucks. And so I immediately got out of FL. Now my next trade was on VMW. VMW 1-minute chart here. So, oops. So I drew these levels out on VMW and I waited for the pullback to happen. So I was waiting for it to break the VWAP rejection basically. So I'll show it to you guys as I saw it right in here. So it kind of went sideways, dropped, came back up to VWAP, and then got rejected. So I'm pretty sure I got in right here. So right at 936. Oh, no, actually I got in. Oh, right here in this candle. Right here. So right here in this candle, as it popped up and it was kind of curling down, my stop was actually going to be 117, so way up here. And it's kind of a small flag. I got in, it ripped down, came all the way down. I think it was up like maybe 100, 120 bucks or so, but I was trying to get my 2-to-1, which required me to be up $200, so that didn't really quite work out. Then I saw it pull all the way back up here, and right as it made a lower high, I expected this to stay below there. So then as it was getting rejected again, I just I kept it. Let's see here. BMW. Oh no, that's right. Actually, I ended up getting out. Let's see here at 10:05. 10:05. Oh, that's right. Actually, I kept it all the way until here, and I got out 10:05. So I guess I got out in this candle here. It's still making, it made lower highs, but I noticed that during this time, right in here, this area right here was kind of holding. So if you can see, we had it hold on pre-market, we had it hold here, we had it hold here several times. So I wasn't really quite comfortable keeping that. So as it was heading back up, I actually got out of VMW at 115.06. I believe that's the only trade I took on it. No, that's right. I got out at 115.68, or I went short at 115.68 here, covered at 115.19. I think I made, that's right. I think I made like $36. That's what it was. So I made $36 here, and because I didn't really keep tanking, so I went ahead and got out, and then I went short again, 100 shares at 115, as it was kind of getting rejected here. So let me show it to you guys on the 5-minute. Let me get rid of some of these lines here. Remove drawing. Right here. Yeah, so right here it was coming up to VWAP in the 9 and kind of just double topped here at 116. And then next candle to make a new low was my entry. My entry really should have been 1532, but it kind of flushed down real fast. I got filled at 115.06. It had pretty large spreads on it, so there's really nothing I could do about it. But I only shorted 100 shares. My stop was going to be at 116. Now, this is kind of where this level came into play here at the 114.25. It kind of held several times. Let me back out right here. Right here in this level. So here, 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 and here just kind of kept touching, bouncing, 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 meaning that there's buyers there. So I went ahead and got out as it started breaking up over this level. So I got out at 115.06. I think I made like $1 or something. So I was basically flat on that trade. And as you can see, I ended up making the right decision because it's actually curling back up now, and it would have kicked me out. It would have kicked me out with a $116, what's it called? With $100 loss, would have kicked me out at 116 there. Now the next trade I took was on EQT. Oh, actually no, that's right. I took a trade on FL. Took a short on FL here, right at the VWAP rejection, 200 shares short. I got filled at 40.37. Caught it a little late here. I should have gotten in filled at 40.50 or 40.49. But I caught it a little bit late. Stop was here at 41. We sold off all the way to down here. I covered it. I saw that there was a lot of buyers here in this space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it bounced there for 7 minutes straight. And I was afraid it was just going to shoot back up. And I was basically up $150 or so on it already. So I went ahead and took the profits. It ended up actually breaking down and going a lot further. We're down to 38.70 as the low. So could have gotten my 2-to-1, but I wasn't really counting on it with this market. The market's actually turned around now, so it's actually headed back up. So like I said, just the past couple of days have been such a roller coaster that I just not really trusting the market at all. So I'm trying to minimize my time in the market as little as possible by using the 1 minute chart within the first 30 minutes or so. So that was the FL trade, up $165 on that, 37 bucks on VMW, and then the last trade I took was actually kind of a fluke because EQT was not on my watch list at all, and it was just one of the tickers that I left on one of the charts that I wasn't using, but I saw this. This is what I saw. I was like, okay, this is one of the patterns that I use basically every single day, just like I did on FL, and sort of like I used on VMW with the VWAP projection. So my entry would have been here below 49.50, right here. Where's EQ? EQ is here. I got filled at 49.51. I should have gotten in here at 49.57 with a stop here at 49.72. So did 500 shares short, stop here. It's basically 20 cents away. And I covered 250 shares at 49.40, which is not really, it wasn't really my target, it wasn't my intention, but I knew that it was going to end up being a scalp because I was already green on the day. And I didn't want to lose the profits basically. So I was basically already hitting my target for the day. So my target is basically anywhere from $250 to $300, and if anything less than that, then I'll try and minimize my risk. So by doing that, I went ahead and sold half. So I think I took like $25, $30 or so out, and then I put my stop loss at break even, and then just let the rest ride. And then it actually ended up going down lower. I covered the rest at 49.36, ended up making $65 on that. So this is probably one of my go-to patterns. If anything, this is one of my favorites by far. VWAP projection, it pulls down, goes all the way back up to VWAP. Next candle will make a new low is your entry, and you just basically just ride it on back down. A lot of the times it'll actually go below lows. This time it did, and I could have gotten my 1-to-1 or even 2-to-1 here probably in this case. Yeah, probably could have. So either way, I'm already up on the day, up, what was it, 265 or so, and I'm already an hour into the day, and it's Friday. I know that the volume is also going to die out very quickly unless we start selling off because the whole tariff war that Trump is kind of initiating now with the whole aluminum and steel tariff that they're putting on right now. But I'm not really going to worry about that. I'm going to be done for the day and just enjoy my profits on a early win on Friday. Like I always say, if you guys have any questions, make sure to put it down in the comment section below. Also, the link to our Facebook group will also be down in the description box. If you guys have not joined us, make sure that you do. I put up my watch list for you guys to take advantage of every single day before the market even opens. And then we also have, I think we're up to like 5,500 people or so in the room. So it's just a bunch of like-minded people kind of sharing ideas, different tickers, different news, and all sorts of alerts. So yeah, I will talk to you guys next time. I'll see you guys on Monday. Bye.